Good morning, everyone. What an inspiring conference this has been. To hear the wonderful speakers who have given us important messages that we are filled to take home and to heart. I would like to share a very specific project of the Parliament of the World's Religions as it relates to this important issue of ecological civilization. Sustainability and concern for the environment, including climate change, have been integral to the mission of the Parliament of the World's Religions. The Centenary Parliament in Chicago of 1993 adopted the declaration toward a global ethic in which care for the earth and all life was a core theme. The principle has been developed and underscored by the Fifth Directive on Sustainability and Care for the Earth, formally added to observe the Global Ethics 25th anniversary in 2018. In October 2015, more than 10,000 members of the world's faith and spiritual communities at the Salt Lake City convening of the Parliament of the World's Religions affirmed the statement, "Embracing Our Common Future, an interfaith call to action on climate change," which was subsequently presented to UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon at the Paris climate meeting by Parliament Climate Ambassador Karena Gore and became the founding document of the Parliament's Climate Action Task Force. Climate change was a central theme at the Toronto convening of the Parliament of the World's Religions in November 2018, attended by over 8,500 participants, some of whom are in the audience today. Thank you very much for attending. And from more than 80 countries with a great diversity of religious traditions, spiritual paths, and ethical teachings. The Toronto Parliament was a watershed in the Parliament's already long-standing commitment to climate change and the environment. The Climate Action Task Force organized an extensive and varied offering of substantive programs and events, which included the Climate Action Assembly, more than 70 panels, workshops, and lectures, including a presentation on the Interfaith Rainforest Initiative, in which the Parliament is a partner organization, and the launch of a Climate Commitment Project. The Climate Commitments Project aims to strengthen faith-based, interfaith, and spiritual values-based climate commitment campaigns. Why the focus on the word commitments? Commitment is the bridge from understanding to action on climate change and is indispensable for effective engagement. Commitment is ethically and spiritually central to the world's religions as a promise or vow made in the presence of the community. In this way, religious communities have a special role to play in mobilizing climate action. Since 80% of the world's population are adherents to some faith tradition, commitment campaigns by faith communities thus have immense potential to change both individual and collective actions. In September 2018, we invited a core group of leaders from active climate commitment programs to discuss strategy and shape the work of the project. Our consultation identified a need to assist our partners by researching the existing work, sharing resources, cross-fertilizing information, and creating methodologies for tracking and measuring our individual and collective impact. Many organizations are doing outstanding work in building climate commitments with faith communities. Rather than duplicate or compete with existing initiatives, we are developing tools to support and strengthen them, and seeking ways to build the global faith-based climate movement by making all groups and programs more effective. We have begun mapping faith-based climate commitment programs across the globe. Who is doing what, where, and with whom? With this knowledge, diverse groups around the world can learn from each other and combine efforts for greater results. An example of our commitment types would be advocacy, congregational greening, resources and education, and energy infrastructure. We're also providing both virtual and real-time forums for our networks to share information, identify challenges, and develop synergistic strategies. Commitments need to be tracked and their results measured, and a number of tools and methodologies exist for this. We are assembling these and making them available so that we can assess the collective impact on climate change of the work of many groups. So this is a very important research tool, and I welcome each and every one of you and your organizations to please review this website and see how your organization can also participate in this research tool. The Climate Commitments Project is now making connections between organizations worldwide that are working on climate commitments with the goal of aggregating and magnifying their change-making capacities. The Web Hub of the Climate Commitments Project was launched in March of 2019 and is a platform for sharing resources and linking all of our global partners. We believe the Hub can be a powerful instrument for building the global faith-based climate movement. We are deeply grateful to those partners, organizations who have become sponsors of the Hub, some of whom are here today. Let me urge you to visit the Parliament's website and sign into the Hub. If you enter the Hub, the first section is Explore, where you will see a map of the world covered with green balloons, each showing the location of a climate commitments group. If you click on the balloon, you will learn about the group. The second area is Collaborate, where member groups can post news, resources, and announcements, bringing our community together to cross-pollinate knowledge and stimulate collaboration. The third is Assess for information on metrics and tools for assessments of effectiveness. You can see the different religious organizations that participate in this. The fourth is to celebrate with spiritual, theological, and liturgical resources, which are essential to education and transformation in faith communities. We are very eager to develop and expand this brand new hub dynamically in the coming years and months. We hope it will grow into a trusted resource for climate action with widespread adoption, bringing together as many different programs and organizations as we can discover. So right now, our research and networking is energetically going forward. This model is scalable, and a continued focus on connecting and strengthening faith-based climate commitment practitioners will leverage the influence of the whole global faith community. In the short term, our impact will be to catalyze collaborations between our partners. In the long term, we hope to build up the global movement of accomplished practitioners with ever-growing commitments, increasing concrete lifestyle and policy changes in faith communities, and to achieve net reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, as well as advocacy that makes a difference. I close with this important message contained in the Parliament's global ethic. To be authentically human in the spirit of our religious, spiritual, and cultural traditions means the following. Our relationship with each other, with the larger living world, should be based on respect, care, and gratitude. All traditions teach that the earth is a source of wonder and wisdom. Its vitality, diversity, and beauty are held in trust for everyone, including those who will come after us. The global environmental crisis is urgent and is deepening. The planet and its countless forms of life are in danger. Time is running short. We must act with love and compassion, and for justice and fairness for the flourishing of the whole Earth community. And I am filled with awe at all of the committed hearts that I have seen at this conference. And you all have inspired me with great hope that together we will be able to make a difference, joining hands with the foundation so articulately set forth on the first day of this conference by Professor John Cobb when he gave us the powerful message of love. And it is that message of love that we have all come to learn. And in that learning, we will understand that the sacredness of life itself is love. Thank you so much, everyone.